with the Dallas Goedert news. Folks, the Eagles had to do this, or it'd be $20 million large against the cap. Did they really want the player back? I guess. Is it an A move? No. They brought him back because there was 20 million reasons why they brought him back. They brought him back because of money. Nothing else. Nothing else. Has he been a good player? Absolutely. There was no market for the guy. It was one of the weirdest things, and make no mistake about it, Dallas Goedert had to be brought back because of money. No other reason. There is no other reason why he was brought back. $7 million cheap and $20 million not going to your cap. You really had no other choice. You had no other choice but to bring that guy back, or you would have 20 million large dead cap money on your cap. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You had 20 million. I'm bringing back a damn tight end. That was the highlight of the week. Okay? Hurts' security blanket? Okay. But it's also 20 million reasons, dude. $20 million. Hey, listen, I would bring that back and bring him back just because of the 20 million, whether he was good or not. And by the way, 1,000%, A.J. Brown will be traded and will not be on this football team September 1st. Not happening. Bye. They are doing everything in their power to move the player. Everything. Bye-bye, A.J. And as I've been saying since day one, it's the Patriots. And I will still hang on that. Since I told all my friends Goedert was gone now, I look like an idiot. Well, hey, Bruce, they had to bring him back. $20 million. It was more important for the Eagles to bring him back than to have a $20 million hit. You don't look like an idiot, my friend. No way. Hey, by the way, you got the same tight end group? Let's see something. And by the way, Bruce, let's take a look at that for a second, shall we? All right. So let's go over here. And let's go to the Eagles. Let's see here. So we go over to the Philadelphia Eagles, and let's take a look at this. So 60. What else? And 9. Anywhere else? So you had 69 catches from the entire tight end group of a year ago with Calcaterra and with Goedert. That's not going to improve. That's who those dudes are. You didn't improve your tight end room. And as a matter of fact, at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, you got a guy that's coming back that's not a very good tight end when it comes to blocking. Hey, look, they got him back at $7 million. There was no market for him. Okay. Absolutely. So now we'll get to your comments. By the way, Super Chats go to the top. And we'll say again, there were 20 million reasons why they had to bring him back. And that is because there was too much dead cap money. Now, let's go to Twiz. The scheme is supposed to be different. Doesn't the West Coast scheme use the tight end more? Yeah, but you have to have a quarterback to use the tight end. Eagles will be pressured to trade AJ for a 3 and a 5. 2 and a 3. His asking price is too high. Still, should they draft Sadiq, the best tight end on the board? No. I don't think much of the guy. Do I see Tyler Warren? Or do I see Brock Bowers? Or do I see the Colston kid in Michigan? I don't see that. He may shock the world out of people, but I didn't see a very productive player in Oregon. That football team was more driven by the run game. Goedert might end up being the best Eagle tight end of all time if he has a good season. So you think he's better than Zach Ertz? Do you? I think Zach Ertz is a little better player. I think Goddard's more complete. And I don't think he's better than Keith Jackson. Don't you think bringing Goedert back is a good move by Howie for the cap? Yes. Because now it gives them the ability to trade A.J. Brown. Florio reported today the Rams saw AJ's medical and said, I'm out. I highly doubt that's true. I'm not saying that Florio. So wait a minute. Let me get this right. Florio was told by the Rams that AJ Brown's medical's bad? Really? So the Rams told him that. Well, if I was AJ's representatives, I'd make sure I contacted the NFL Players Association, and I'd make sure that the Rams giving out HIPAA laws about my medicals, I'd like to know if Mike Florio did talk to somebody in the Rams organization, because that's a violation of the collective bargaining agreement, sharing medical advice or medical information on another player in the league and then giving it to the media. That'd be like sharing your income taxes or something like that when you file your income taxes. Those are private informations. So, I mean, I'd like to really know if Florio really did talk to Les Snead or Kevin Demoff. Oh, no, I don't believe it. I think Florio's making bullshit up. Oh, right. So the Rams told a reporter that A.J. Brown's medical, a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's sharing information about the medical? And by the way, do you really believe that it got that far, that the Eagles would send a player's medical to the Rams? Because if that's the case, that thing was inches away from happening, and I don't believe it was. Not with the Rams. Not with the Rams. Okay? That I don't. Byers was more of a early version of Alvin Kamara. Could run the ball, catch the football. He was kind of like Alvin Kamara. Yeah, I'm with you. Fake news, dude. Okay? Keith Myers. Correct. Loved him. Been on this program 2 or 3 times. Let's see here. Sales Max, Claire, or Michael Trigg should be targets in round 2 to replace Goedert. Calcaterra gets cut after the preseason. Calcaterra, I mean, I think he's a dude. It's crazy how so many people don't know what HIPAA laws are. Yeah, you can't share medical information. Adam Schefter got sued for $4 million by Jason Pierre-Paul because a guy at a hospital gave him medicals on his hand that got blown off with a firecracker incident. And he posted it on the internet, and ESPN had to pay $4 million for disclosing injuries and pictures of an injury because it hurt his market value. Okay? I know how it works with the Players Association, dude. No, you. Yeah, so wait. Hey, Sig, Adam Schefter and ESPN got fined for just exactly almost what you said. So here, get this. How do you know what's in the collective bargaining agreement just because you have a respected agreement that you've negotiated collectively with your union and your shop, whether it's being a carpenter or whether it's being an electrician? How do you fucking know what the NFL and how the NFL negotiated with the league on their HIPAA rules? You think it's across the board the same? You're wrong. This guy thinks if you're an electrician or if you're an NFL player, they're the same HIPAA rules. Everything is collectively bargained. You should know more of that, shouldn't you? So you think if a guy is an ice cream salesman, that he has the, hang on here. So you think if a guy's an ice cream salesman, that's the same guy has the same collective bargaining requirements that a company and a shop has, that the NFL has? Nice job, dude. Sills, why would I keep AJ around when I can get Chris Bell in the second round paying $30 million less with same skill set as AJ Brown?